Tokyo. Yes, I know that.
Dealing with technical problems during a video call can be very stressful, especially if you can't tell the person what the problem is.
Come again? You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Welcome to the channel where you learn the business English skills you need to succeed. In today's class, you'll learn about the vocabulary to use when you're facing a technical difficulty during your video call. So our first problem is getting access into the meeting room. So if you see that spinning circle, in English we say it's loading. If that's the case, you can tell the host of the meeting it's loading and nothing is happening. It's been doing it for about 10 minutes. You could say, it's been loading for 5 minutes and nothing is happening. One of the causes may be the host needs to approve or admit you into the meeting. In that case, you can say to the host, you might need to allow me into the meeting. Have you done that? Sometimes the platform we're using is not working. So you could suggest to the host to use another platform. In this case, I would ask, how about we use XYZ instead? Or why don't we try using XYZ instead? XYZ in this case could be Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams. You can use how about or why don't we try to suggest an alternative option. Another problem could be you don't hear the person. So just remember, we use the verb hear and not listen when we're talking about video calls. So the first thing you want to say is, I can't hear you. If you're seeing that little microphone with the cross through it, you tell the person you're on mute, or your microphone is on mute or is muted. The person will then unmute their microphone so you can hear them. Perhaps the problem is their headphones. You could suggest to the person, try unplugging your headphones. When we unplug something, it means we disconnect an electrical device. Or, do you have another pair of headphones you can use? Sometimes we can hear the person, but there's an echo. So an echo is when we say something and we can hear it being repeated back to ourselves. The cause for this echo is generally because the person is using external speakers for hearing and a separate microphone for speaking. Tell the person there's an echo on your side. If you're using headphones and external speakers at the same time, you'll have an echo. Try using just the headphones. Have you ever been in a meeting and you heard that really high-pitched noise? That's called feedback. And feedback is generally caused because we have external speakers and a microphone too close together. Tell the person, I'm hearing a lot of feedback from your side. Are you using external speakers? If you're using headphones and speakers at the same time, you'll have feedback. Try using just the headphones. Let's imagine we can hear the person, but we can't see them very well. If the image is unclear, we use the word blurry. For example, I can see you, but the image is really blurry. If there's no image, you say, I can't see you. Is your camera turned on or switched on? If none of your suggestions to fix the visual or audio problems are working, say to the person, try leaving the meeting and coming back in. An informal option would be to say, try jumping out and jumping back in again. If none of those suggestions work, I would suggest using a different platform. How about we use XYZ instead? Or why don't we try XYZ instead? In our last scenario, we're going to look at some hardware problems. So let's imagine that your computer is running really slow and it's taking a long time to open the files and present them on your screen. You can use, sorry everyone, my computer is really slow today. It's been playing up or acting up all week. Just bear with me for one moment. We use playing up and acting up to say that something mechanical or technical is not working properly. If your internet connection is turning on and off or is going really slow and it's making it difficult for you to understand the person, we use the verb cut out. For example, John, it's difficult to hear you. Your connection is cutting out. If the problem is on your side, you say, sorry, John, it's difficult to hear you. My connection is cutting out. One suggestion would be to reset your router. So the router is that little box that has the antennas on it. Simply say, just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to reset my router. I'll be back shortly. Technical problems can be very stressful, but at least after this class, you'll know how to describe them and hopefully find a quick solution. If there was a problem that I missed, please type them in the comments below and remember to like and subscribe to my channel.